Yeah. Still here. Still gorgeous. I know it's been so long, so I guess here's a brief update. The French door finally came in and has been hung. Lord knows it can never sag because we just filled the gap with 2x8s. As you can see, there's tape and mud on a lot of stuff, and despite my best efforts, the taping mud fairies don't come back at night and fix it. I leave cookies out, but they still don't fix it. So this is the area. Ooh, it's muggy up here. This is the area above the laundry room. It's just storage. I just finished this. I couldn't get anything wider than about 30 inches. So it's literally put together with scraps. Yeah, just tremendous numbers of joints. And it's only air gap tape. But even for air gap tape, it's still a pretty bad job. Luckily though, you can't call yourself a Nelson unless you hand texture your entire monstrosity of a build. That is a requirement. You will be disowned. Shay's room. He's still itching to put his wood up, and we're within striking distance of starting that. I haven't textured anything yet. Bathrooms are in. Same goes with all of that. I've got partial videos made and left on the computer, and I'll get it done, I'll never get it done. You'll never see any of them, and they don't matter anyways. There's only a handful of you invested in this, although I love each and every one of you dearly. But yeah, house is still gigantic, and it still takes me forever. These windows are trimmed out. This window's trimmed out. I'm just sheetrocking the inside. The big windows are trimmed out. All 16 feet or 14 feet of those. That one's not. But yeah, we just keep going. I get out here and work a lot less than I would like to. You know how it is. This is not my job. So, as you can tell from the windows, it's pretty late. But I snuck in here and used up another box of mud. Goes quick when you put it on thick. So, yeah, that's where we sit. If it was light outside, I'd show you that there's a propane tank sitting on the pad. All the gas lines are run with the second stage regulator on the house, so all of that is, and it might look like a mess, but there's a hell of a lot less in here than there was 1 week ago. I hauled as much as I could out to the storage racks, but all the propane lines are in. It's all been pressure tested. The water lines are in. They've all been pressure tested. So far, other than the leaks you did get to see, that bathroom's all in. Stairway is done. Other than the leaks you did get to see, haven't had any more of them. Hey, there's the light. Yeah, there was a time when I was like, hey, I'm sure we'll be in it by this point. We won't be, no. Here's hoping spring. I think the last time I said it, it was here's hoping Christmas. Neither of those things are going to happen. I did purchase a wood stove. I'm getting it from Canada. I didn't think they'd ship it to me, but they're shipping it to me. And it's the highest efficiency, non-catalytic wood stove I could find. I know we've had this discussion a few times in the comments with a handful of folks, but I just can't put a catalytic stove in here. One, I burn a lot of pitch pine. That's what's around me. I don't have nice, dry, resin-free hardwoods. It's just not something that's here. I have access to some fir and some larch, but even our fir and larch is pretty pitched out. And those resins are damn hard on the catalytic converters, from what I understand. And what happens if 10 years from now, I can't get that size? So I'm buying a wood stove that's technically for a 2,200 square feet, but it's going to put out, their max says 75,000 BTUs. So let's cut that right in half from the beginning. So that's, say the stove can do 35. That's still going to be more than enough for all but maybe December and February. And this place has a forced air furnace. So the wood stove is really just, it's backup heat, and it'll probably be one of the main contributors to heat, because I got a lot of trees and I'm very cheap. I've never made a secret of that, right? So I'll probably burn it for a bit. But technically the stove's a little undersized. I figured it was better to be a little undersized and with a rip-roaring fire than oversized and it burning choke down all the time. Anyways, wood stove is coming. It's on its way. It was about $1,300, which is, I know, it is not a Woodcrest. It is not a country home. It's a Canadian stove, and it's fine, is what it is. And yeah, I went with it. I was offered a much larger stove for free. I had to rebrick it, repaint it, but I went with this instead. Anyways, now I'm rambling. That's that's where we're at. It's not making big movements and big strides. This is not what I do for a living. So far, I have not successfully managed to do any of the rooms with just 2 passes. And I know that's the ultimate goal. Part of it is perfectionism on my part, or, whatever my version of it is. I have been told repeatedly, Ken, you're going to hand texture. It does not have to be perfect. You're going to texture over it. I just can't not. So, that closet space up there, that will have just the 2, no matter what it looks like. And, Shay's bedroom is the first bit of taping I'd done in a decade, really. And so that one had 4. Well, the bathroom's going to have 3, but hopefully it'll get better. Just ignore that's not done yet. It's all done. But, yeah, it is. If it was light outside, I'd show you stuff. It's not light outside. We're not dead. We still love you. Thanks for watching.